Hi guys, Captain TigerLily here, and the next month is gonna be interesting. So we're gonna go on a little adventure with this video. I am going to film an entire month's worth of my process of prepping for a crochet market, which we're doing this big thing called Freedom Fest, and every year, right around 4th of July, it's a big, market with a bunch of different vendors. There's a bunch of people that pull up with their food trucks and stuff, and it's just a big old festival around where I live. So I am going to film the process of me going through and showing all the different items that I'm prepping with. I'm showing the different things that I'm making. Some of them are going to be made on camera, some of them are already made, but it's going to be interesting. Today specifically, you guys are going to get to see, well, and this is actually technically going to be filmed over the course of 2 days. And then going forward, it's going to be like a whole week's worth of me working on crochet stuff. But today specifically, in this video, you are going to get to see part of the process of me making a bumblebee. You guys are going to get to see part of the process of me making a very large mushroom. And you guys are going to get to see the process of me making ladybugs, 2 different ladybug colors, and at least 1 dinosaur, I believe, is going to be part of what I'm working on tomorrow. But specifically for today, I'm going to show you guys the bee and the start of me making a giant mushroom, which I believe I already have all the feet and the arms done that I need for the mushroom, but I'll have to check. And I also have the wings already done and part of the face done for the bumblebee. So I actually am right at the part where I have to switch to the first stripe on it. So from there, we're going to pick up and finish up with that. But before we hop into some of the crochet, I'm going to show you a few of the things that are going in my market tote to take with me. So we're going to have an interesting day today trying to figure this out. I have a whole box here of all of my crochet stuff, and we're going to see how this goes with putting it all in a giant tote. I have like a 30-gallon tote to fill with crochet plushies. This is going to be interesting. All right, I got those 2, and incoming, here comes the rest. I got 2 of these bigger bunnies, and then a bunch more there. I got 2 of these little octopus aliens, and 2 more. I also have 2 little mushrooms so far. I am going to be making more of these, some with spots on them and some without. It's getting there. It's like a 4th full, maybe. I have a bunch of bees. I only have 1 of these fluffy bees so far, but I am going to make more. But I have at least like 5 others over here. I got some regular ones. I got sparkly ones. I also have this giant chunky one right there that's like this mustard yellow color that's just a really fat bee. I am going to be making a few more of those. Some sparkly, some plain, some fluffy. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I got these 2 big guys. And then quite a few little ones actually. I'm probably not going to make any more of those because they didn't sell very well last time. I also have this tiny little duck who is going to get some buddies soon. I'm going to make more of him. I do plan to make at least 3 or 4 more cinnamon rolls, so he's going to go in there too. I got some ladybugs here. I actually have a lot of ladybugs, but I need to make more red ones because I think I only have like 1 or 2 more red ones. But I have like 20 of them already made. I also have one of these little stegosauruses. I'm going to make some more, but I only have 1 right now. And I have 3 of these little brachiosauruses. Hang on, that's 1, 2, and 3. I really love this purple one. He's so freaking cute. And last but not least for today, we've got some chickens. And when I say chickens, some chickens, I mean a lot of chickens. There's a lot of chickens. It's fine. They're cute. I am going to make a few more of the bigger ones. I don't think I'm going to make any more small ones though. But yeah, that's just a little update on what's going in the tote. I'm going to come back in about a week with another video. I'm going to basically do 1 crochet video a week every Friday, just to kind of keep you guys updated on the process. Hello kitty. Back to crochet me. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to make a giant mushroom. It's going to be great. Alrighty guys, little bee is nearly done. I do need to add the little pink cheeks, but I'm actually thinking about doing some tiny ones. So I think comparatively, like as big as this one is, I think the little ones would be like this, like maybe that. I don't know what size eyes I would use because these are 12mm eyes, so maybe like a 9. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys may see that a little bit later on in the video, but the bee's trying to fly away. But yeah, I got one little bee done. I'm going to make a few more of these with the Premier Pixie Dust yarn, just because it does have a little bit of a sparkle to it, and it's super, super cute. I also have, where did it go? Hang on, let me move my stuffings. I do have this whole skein of Bernat Baby Velvet in Joyful Gold, so I might do this one as well. I'm gonna probably do a bunch of bees in this one, and I got this, and it doesn't have the wraparound anymore, but it's the Blackbird Baby Velvet, so I'll probably do these two together and do some bees with that. They may get sparkly wings, they may get regular wings, I'm not sure, but yeah, I got this bee done, and we're gonna hop in to tomorrow me and make a mushroom, and I'm probably only gonna do the mushroom and the ladybugs just because I think I'm gonna run out of time for actually crocheting it. So you guys will see dinosaurs in the next video. That is a promise. So Hi guys, we're back. Today is day 2 of this video, and I did do a little bit of mental change of plans. So, let me inform you what the plan change is. I found 4, well, technically 3, but 4 different plushies that I need to finish some details on. So before I start the giant mushroom, which probably is not going to get finished in this video, it's fine, I'll finish in the next one, I'm going to finish up these. So, let me show you what's on the docket for today. First is I have a little blue chicken who does not have her little feathers on top. So we're going to do some black feathers. I've got some black burlap blanket yarn back here that we're going to stitch that on with. Should take me like 2-3 minutes at the most. Then I have these little bun cats. This one just needs a little curl in its tail. And look how cute that is. Look at that little kitty. But this one just needs a little curve in the tail, so I'm going to stitch in there with some, probably just some plain thread. I've got some, I got a skein of just plain white acrylic yarn back there I'll probably use for that. And this one I already did the curve in the tail, so I got a little side curve, but it needs its face and it needs its ears. So I'm going to do this one, which the colors are a little hard to see this far back, but there's like a purple in the center, and it fades out to a blue, and then kind of a yellowy orange and a green there. I love these variegated yarn colors. They turn out so pretty. I did a couple of turtles with that, which went in the box that I'm taking with me, but I'll show you guys more in the next video because I am going to do a bunch of turtles for that. But the last one before we get to the big mushroom is this little mushroom guy actually needs a face. So I got to stitch his little smile on here, and he'll be ready to go. Sometimes I do spots on the top of the mushrooms, sometimes I don't. I didn't want to do that with this one. I also have the light purple one that I have in the box from yesterday that I had the face on, did not do spots. But I'm debating whether with this big mushroom that I want to do spots or not. I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that wants to, but there's also a part of me that's like, do we just leave him alone? Maybe I'll make one of each. They will have to have different colored bodies just slightly because I'm going to run out of the yarn that I'm using. But I have the burlap blanket in, what color is this? Smoky green, which I love this color. It's so pretty. And then I have, where did it go? I have burlap blanket in, what color is this? Where is it? Almond. I have almond for these. It has exploded out of the skein. I don't know when this happened, but it happened. But yeah, this, I do have the little arms done for that mushroom, but I don't have the feet, so I'm going to have to make the feet really quick, and then we'll be able to make the full body. But I'm going to get started. I'm going to do the chicken first just because it's going to be really easy, and then I'm going to have to get the yarn colors out to do the cats with, because I put the yarn away in my pink bag that sits back here. So get the black out real quick, and then I have to find, where is my, that's a 5.5, where's my 5mm hook? There it is. I was like, I know it's around here somewhere. And actually, before we get too far, I want to show you where the cat is today. You guys ready for this? Look at her. She's so sleepy. She's such a sleepy old girly. But she's got the comfiest bed in the house now. I had been making a blanket with the Go for Faux yarn from Lion Brand. And I hadn't got a chance to get any more of it yet, but she gets the work in progress as a bed. It's one of those that I'm trying to make it like a huge blanket, so it requires like a lot of yarn. It's very long. This is actually folded over 3 times to fit in here, but yeah, this is where she's gonna lay. She's been chirping at me this morning already. It's okay, sweet baby. Mama's right here. Mama's gonna make some crochet stuff, okay? Yeah. Good baby. Alright. Let's get you guys back up here a little bit. Alright, now, where's the end? Got it. I don't need very much to actually do this. It's really easy to do the little tuft of feathers on the top. It's really easy to do. but I want to leave a tail long enough to actually stitch into the top of the chicken. So come on now. Excuse you. You're supposed to stay on the hook. Don't judge. I am struggling. And slip stitch there. Chain. And ta-da! 1, 2, 3. Now, again, gotta leave a long tail on here to stitch with. But that is literally all I needed the black for today. I do have some more. I have some other colored yarns that I'm probably going to make a couple other colored chickens with. I have some of the... I do want to make some plain black chickens and some plain cream colored chickens, because I know the one cream colored chicken, and I had like no black chickens, and I was like, this is unacceptable. We need black chickens. Because I got a bunch of gray, I got a bunch of this speckled brown and this speckled blue, and some speckled gray. But I'm like, I don't have black and I don't have like cream colored chickens. This is unacceptable. How dares I? I also have some of the super fluffy yarn left over that I could make some of the really like fluffy chickens with. I might do that. But that's a future me problem. That'd probably be like a final week of, do I want to make some more? I've made a bunch of this thing. Yeah, I'm going to make some more. If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. I can always do it for the next time I do something like this. But for now, that is not my goal. All right, that's one side. Whoops. And then I gotta do the same with the top piece. Now, sometimes when I put on the little top feathers, I will actually stitch the, like, I'll do a really short tail and then just crochet over the top of it. But sometimes the little end slips out, and I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't want there to be a chance that it could come loose. That's just unacceptable. We can't be having that. So I've started stitching them in this way, and it works so much better. It really does. I need that. Okay. There we go. All right. And there we go. Little top feathers for chicken. All good. Now, I will say, these are probably some of the easiest, most fun things that I make, other than my turtles, just because they work up so fast. And the ladybugs, now that I think about it, you know, because I can whip up a ladybug in like 10, 20 minutes. So yeah, like it doesn't take me very long to do those. Honestly, the most time-consuming thing about the ladybug is getting it started and stitching on the spots, which is hilarious, but yeah, chicken is done. Onto the cats. Okay, so I got the black yarn out for me to do the details on the cat face with. I've got the white yarn to stitch the tail into a curl with, and I've got the ball of yarn to do the ears with. Now this one I will actually have to pull up the pattern again because I don't remember how to do the ears. I know there's a way to do it, I just don't remember how to do it. So let me see. Let me find the little cats. Little cats, little aminals. Okay. Let's go down to where I have to do ears. So, head and body, ears. Okay. I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. I totally got this. I don't got this. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I did this with my 3.25 millimeter hook. Been a while, but it's just for the ears, so I'm not really concerned if it doesn't quite turn out as nicely as some of the other stuff. So okay, these are, I think these ears are probably going to look a little bit different than the originals. I almost lost the hook. No. Not allowed. I do this way too often, where I will just chew on the crochet hook, because if I put it down on the desk or whatever, it falls somewhere. And I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. We're just not. All right. And same deal again on the other side. Okay, so ears are on. We are good. So next thing I need to do is, I have the white in my lap, so I'm going to do that bit first, because otherwise that's fun. So all I need is a little bit to I can throw a hook across the room. Don't need to be doing that. Don't need that hook anymore for now. But what I'm going to do for the tail is, I'm actually going to go up through the base of the tail, stitch all the way to the top, make some form of stitch to loop it towards the top, and then pull just slightly towards the bottom to get some sort of a curl in the tail. I don't know what kind of curl we're going to get in the tail, but we shall see. Oh, I kind of like that. Look at that. I love that. I love that as a little tail in the back. That's so cute. It is so cute. I love it. Okay. That works for me. Okay. Definitely going to keep that yarn close on hand, because I'm definitely, I can speak, definitely going to make more of these cats, because they're so cute. These little, like, bun cats, they're adorable. There we go. Little bun cat is done. Now I have to stitch the face onto the other one, which requires the black yarn. Which is staticking itself to me. It's not what I necessarily want, but I'll take it, I suppose. Okay, let's get some kitties stitched. Need the kitty face. So I got my other one here to look at, so I can at least do that, but Alright, this one is done. Look how cute that turned out. I love it. Alright, so that is these two kitties done, and they're ready to go. Last but not least is our little mushroom buddy, and then we can start on the big mushroom, which I'm probably only going to get like the feet and part of the body done today, just because I don't have a lot of time to crochet today, but in the next video, I am going to finish him off, and we're going to work on some other patterns, which one of those is going to be the dinosaurs I was telling you about. I have two different types of dinosaurs. I have a Brachiosaurus and I have a Stegosaurus, and they're both the very like chibi no sew kind of crochet, which I absolutely love doing those because I think they turn out adorable. So these are going in the bin, and next is our mushroom. Alright, now stitching his face is going to be pretty easy because, again, I'm just using the same black yarn, which is why I got a very long strand of it. But his face is really easy to do because it's basically right in between the arms. I swear, every time I've done these frickin' faces on these mushrooms, every single time, they're just slightly different. And I'm like, I am following the same pattern. The heck? Doesn't matter, apparently. Whatever. Let's do a face. Now, I have some even thinner yarn than this stuff that I'm probably going to make a few really, like, they're not like really, really small, but they're slightly smaller mushrooms than this, and they'll have like gray bodies. And I have some like navy blue that looks really nice as a mushroom color. I have some purple that looks really nice as a mushroom color. I can do white because I do have a white one. I could do white and green. I have white, green, pink, navy blue, gray, and purple. Like a very light, like lilac purple. But I started doing them with this thinner yarn, and I really like it. So there he is. Look at his little face. Look at him. He's so cute. All right, let me get all this stuff out of the way, and then I will get out the stuff to make mushrooms. He is now gone in the bin for later. Not in the bin as in the trash bin. He's gone in the crochet bin. Let me specify. He has not gone in the bin. He's just gone in the bin. Shush. Alrighty, so I've made it about to row 13. And I have to get to row, before I switch colors to the green, I have to get to row 24. So, I'm probably going to finish the rest of the body and start on the head, off screen. And then when I come back in the next video, we're going to start off with finishing the mushroom. I have an entire 10-pound box, like the big box of polyfill, in order for me to be able to stuff the plushies. So there's going to be a decent chunk that goes into this mushroom. I'm just saying, like, these mushrooms, the big ones, take so much stuffing. Like, even the big turtles and the really big bees don't take nearly as much stuffing. In the next video as well, like, you guys are going to see all the stuff that I make off screen. So you guys are going to get to see, I'm going to finish up as many ladybugs as I can. And you guys will get to see the plethora of little ladybugs that I will make for the next video. I'm also going to make a bunch of mini bees, which I will show you guys in the next video so that you guys can get kind of an idea of what those are going to look like. They're not like super, super small, but I am going to make them out of the sparkle yellow like I did for the one that I finished up yesterday. So I'm going to try and make a couple of those. The wings are going to be a little bit of a pain just because they're normally 5 rounds, and I think I'm going to try to do them 4 so that they still hold their shape, but they're smaller. So they look a little bit more proportional to the actual bee. We shall see how that turns out. I'm going to test a couple off screen just to see how they turn out, and if I don't like them, I'm either going to frog them or I'm going to just keep them for myself. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I had a good time with this video, and I'm really kind of liking this format of just kind of like taking you guys along on this journey with me. So if you guys are excited for the next video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future of me prepping certain things, making orders, replenishing my in-store stock, because I do have a shop here in town. For those of you who know me personally, IRL, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there is a shop in the town that I live in that I sell my plushies at, physically, in person. I am there. And yeah, it's just a great way for me to actually kind of just put my craft out there. So, don't forget for you guys to hit the notification bell. That way you guys will know when new videos go live. I do plan to keep doing more crochet videos in the future. After we are done with this little series of me getting ready for market, which is going to be the entire month of June, every Friday is going to have one of these. Just because I kind of love the idea of this. And then the last one is going to actually be on the 4th of July. So after that, I'm going to have a couple of weeks, and hopefully by the end of July, I will have the next Crocheting My Dinos video ready. And after that, I don't actually know what critters I'm going to do next. I am thinking about if I can find the right color, to do Steve, which is the other dinosaur, one of the dinosaurs that I'm working on. If I can find the right color for him, one of those colors is the same color as Perry the Platypus, so I might actually make a Perry the Platypus. I'm just saying, I might actually make a Perry the Platypus. That'd be pretty great. But anyway, I'm going to leave here on the screen the full playlist of all the crochet characters and dinosaurs that I have done so far. And I am going to leave the links, as I usually do, for the patterns that I based some of these off of, and there are going to be changes that I made to some of the patterns, so I will give you the base patterns that I worked with, the links to those, and they are all off Etsy, so if you guys want to get those patterns and make these for yourselves, go crazy. But anyway, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys next Friday for part 2 of this market prep adventure. Okay, bye.